Hello, 8th grade. So we're here for day 3 of algebra, okay? And what we're going to take a look at today is we're going to take a look at factorizing, okay? Now, the first thing that is very important that I want you to keep in mind is that factorizing is the opposite of expanding, okay? So yesterday, when you did day 2, you did something like this, right? So you had to multiply this out, you had to distribute the 2, and then what you had for your result was 2x plus 8. So basically, you were going from here to here, okay? What we're going to do today is we're going to go the other way. So we have this expression, it's simplified, and we want to know how do we break it apart? So how do we factor out a common number? Okay, so let's just take a look. So here we have 4bc plus 2b minus 4k. It's been simplified, and we need to factor, okay? So we need to take out something that they have in common. So 4bc, 2b, and minus 4k. What they all have in common is a 2, okay? Now you can check there's no variables that they have in common, so this is it. So then we're going to open the brackets, and we have to see what's left of 4bc when we divide it by 2. Well, 4 divided by 2 is 2. Then the bc is still there, okay? That's our first term. Let's move on. 2b divided by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And I don't need to write the 1, the b. Minus 4 divided by 2 is 2. And there's the k. You're done. We have factored, okay? Now something that you should always be doing, and remember I mentioned at the beginning that this is a cycle that we're going the other way, is we can check. And we can check by just expanding it again. So when you expand it, you should get back to where you were. So let's try this. 2 times 2bc, that's 4bc. 2 times b, 2b. And 2 minus 2k is minus 4k. Alrighty? So you see that this matches this. So that means that for our result, factored result, we're going to give ourselves a happy face because we did that so well. Okay. Next example. So minus 6ax plus 3bx. Okay, minus 6. When you have starting with a negative, we're going to factor that negative out. So the common number that they have, the common factor, is 3. Now look at this. ax, bx. They both have an x that we can take out. Okay, now let's see what we've got left, okay? So negative 6 divided by negative 3, 2. ax, now this is x divided by x. We took the x out, so we only have the a left. Now, have to be very careful here. This is plus 3 divided by minus 3. So this is going to be a negative 1. And the x we took out, and so we've got a negative b. Okay, now again, let's just check. And remember, we're going to check by multiplying it back out. So, negative 3 times 2, that's 6. Now, I'm not going to write xa, I'm just going to go alphabetical. So, I'm going to write ax. And then here, now this is the trick, you see? You took out a negative and you have left a negative. A negative and a negative gets you back to where you want to be, which is a positive. Negative 3, negative 1 is a positive 3bx. So as you see, the original expression matches. We checked, so again, we're happy. Okay, well, time for one more, and this one is a little bit more challenging, okay? Why? Because you've got higher powers. We don't have any pronumerals here, so any numbers, any numerals. We've only got variables here. Okay, so we've got a to the power of 4, a squared, a to the power of 5. Okay, so the most that we can take out is we can take out a, but we can actually take out 2 a's. We can take out an a squared. Now, z to the power of 3, z squared, z cubed. We can take out z squared. Okay. Now, let's see what we have left. Now, here I had a times a times a times a. I took out a. So what I have left is a squared. Now this was z. We took out z, so what we've got left is a z. Ooh, look at this one. A squared, took out a squared. Z squared, took out z squared. Nothing left. Now be careful here. You have to put a 1. Why? Because when you'll be multiplying it back out, you need to get back to this term. And if you don't put the -1, you'll simply lose this term. Alrighty. Now here we had A, 5 A's. We took out 2 of them. So what we've got left is we've got 3 A's left. And then here we had z to the power of 3, z squared. So had 3, took out 2 of them, have 1 left. Okay, now again, of course, we're going to check, always check. All right, so a squared times a squared is a to the power of 4, z squared and z cubed minus, now a squared z squared times 1 is just itself, so that is a squared z squared, and then plus a squared and a cubed is, that's 2 a's and 3 a's, that's 5 a's, z squared and z is, now be careful here, you have 1 z here and 2 z's here, so it doesn't stay as z squared. Okay, and you've got z cubed, and look at this, if you compare to the original once again, we are happy. So there you go. Hopefully factorizing is okay. And now you can go ahead and try the work.